Afternoon cactus people, nothing too exciting today. We're just going to be having a little look at this Euphorbia, which I noticed needs a bit of attention. Some of you have probably seen this one before. The label from the shop says yucca stroke cordyline, and I'm pretty sure it's not any of those, and we've looked it up and I'm pretty sure it's a Euphorbia characias, or a Mediterranean Spurge, which are lovely little plants in flower at the moment. Quite interesting little green variegated flowers on it. But main reason for this video is I noticed today, should have noticed it before, it's got one of these awful little nets on the root which restrict the roots. They're grown like this en masse in nurseries and just potted up without taking the nets off, and the roots are meant to grow through them, but they don't grow very well through them, so we're going to have that one out. And it also appears to be just bedded into peat and not much else, so we're going to remedy that today. Now, being a Euphorbia, they have some horrible milky sap, so if it was any bigger, I'd probably be using the gauntlet gloves, which I've got here just in case, but I will just put the normal gloves on to keep the sap off, because the last thing you want is this sap getting anywhere near your eyes. If you get it near your eyes, it's like putting your face in a madras or a vindaloo with your eyes wide open. It's not very nice, and it will make your eyes swell up and they will hurt like nothing else. So gloves on, put him over here, quickly get this out and expose the oh, the roots have come through the net, okay, which is quite a surprise. Yeah, it's just peat compost, and it's got a little bit of feed in there and a few wood lice. So what I'll try to do, I'll try to just cut the net off, which wasn't too difficult at all. It's just cloth, so it's falling apart. Yeah, it's very much like fleece netting and that. So yeah, it's a decent root system. And while we're at it, just check for any nasties. Oh, the original mix had a little bit of perlite in it, and then they just dunked it straight into peat. So as you can see there, quite a decent root system. I'm surprised at that, so that's good. Now our main plant I want to repot into here. I've got a nice gritty compost, homemade compost and grit. I've measured this out so there's enough in there. Without any further ado, or pomp and circumstance, which I believe is a week for pomp and circumstance this week, or next week, but none of that here. We'll just pot him up. Now that's fine. I'll just put a nice dressing on that later. While I'm doing this, I've not propagated a Euphorbia before. I don't know very much about them at all. All I do know is when I cut it, it's going to bleed milky sap. So I've got a little pot here with a nice gritty compost as well, and I'm just going to take the side shoots off now while I'm doing it. And as you can see, the milky sap comes out straight away there. I'm not sure it's bleeding, it's dripping already. If this was a cactus, I'd be letting it rest for a while for that to heal over, so whether to plunge it straight into compost now or not, I'm not really sure. It's a indecision on a video. Shouldn't have done that. Should have looked it up first. But I think what I will do, I'm going to let it rest. I'm not going to pot it up straight away. Could be wrong here. So don't take my word for it. Not that any of you lot ever do, I suppose. There we go. So I'll let them rest and pop them up when they've stopped bleeding, when that's calloused over a little bit. There we go. That looks a nice little plant now. And as ever, I've prepared a proper label, which actually says Euphorbia characias on it. Stick that in there, so and then next job done. Okay, thank you very much for watching, everyone. See you in the next video.